Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to get straight into it again. I'm just using the That Gal Primer by Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm just evenly distributing that all over her face just with a stippling brush. For foundation today, I use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade Vanilla. I decided to do something different for once instead of using my MAC Studio Fix, and I really love this foundation. It's definitely one of my favorite drugstore foundations. Super flawless, super high coverage, and affordable. Then to conceal her under eye area, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light, as always, and just placing that underneath her eyes and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Then again with the same concealer, I'm just popping that on her forehead, down the bridge of her nose, Cupid's bow, and then on her chin, and then of course blending it all out. Then for brows, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette, and I'm using that in the shade Dark Brown, just on my Pony Cosmetics eyebrow brush. And I like to start at the tail of the brow and then work my way towards the start of the brow. And I tend to like to use a lighter shade in the start just to give that gradient effect. Then going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light as well. I'm just using that on a Makeup Addictions Cosmetics concealer brush, and as you can see, I'm just shaping the brows.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day, but now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity. Like electricity.
Then to bake her under eye area, I'm using the Mercier translucent powder. As always, it's my favorite translucent powder ever, and I'm just using that on my damp beauty blender. And then I decided to use some to set the rest of her face, just because I didn't really want to add extra coverage by using a pressed powder, and I really like how the face turned out. And then I'm just wiping off the excess powder from the bake, and then I go ahead to start bronzing her skin with the new Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, which I've been lately obsessed with. It's like such a gorgeous shade. Then I went in with the Hoola bronzer by Benefit just to contour her cheekbones.
Leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction.
Then to bake her contour, I'm using the Mercier translucent powder again, and I'm just creating a line from the top of her ear all the way to the side of her mouth, just on that same beauty blender as before. Then for a subtle pop of color on her cheeks, I'm using the Makeup Geek Cosmetics Spellbound blush. And yeah, I'm just placing that on her cheeks and swiping that all the way up to her temples. Then I'm just going ahead and removing that excess powder from the bake just with a large powder brush. Then to highlight today, I'm using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and I used the shade on the bottom on the left. I'll leave the color listed down below. I'm pretty sure it's called Moonstone or Moonshine, but look how freaking amazing this is. So I'm just placing that on her cheekbones, her cupid's bow, and then I dotted a little bit on the tip of her nose and then down the bridge of her nose. Then I'm just setting her eyelids to prevent the eyeshadow from creasing, and it just makes it easier to blend. I'm just using a translucent powder. So for eyeshadow, I actually use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette, but if you didn't want to buy the whole palette, she does have individual single pans available. So first up, I'm taking Morocco, which is a gorgeous like burnt orangey brown shade, and I'm just placing that into her crease. And then taking Fudge, also by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm just placing that in the crease as well, just so when I place the black on the lid, it's all just going to blend seamlessly. PS, I decided not to fast forward too much of the video, just so you can see like exactly how I do it in real time. It usually takes me about 45 minutes to do a full glam look. I am pretty fast, as people have said, but because I do it all the time, I've kind of like trained myself, so yeah. Then I'm taking Noir by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is my favorite matte black eyeshadow that I find doesn't go blue when you start to blend it out. Makeup Geek Corrupt is also good, but yeah, I just find it sometimes goes blue. I don't know why, maybe it's just not pigmented enough, but this one is amazing. So as you can see, I'm just using a tissue to prevent any fallout from happening and just packing that black all over the lid. And then I'm going in with the MAC 217 brush and basically blending my life away. It took me like 5 minutes to like do this perfectly, but obviously I didn't put it all in the video. But yeah, just keep on blending, adding the transition color to diffuse lines. Just keep blending. When in doubt, blend. But make sure you don't go above the crease, because that's when it's going to look, yeah, like you got punched.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day, but now we're out here together with nothing standing in our way. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity.
Then going in with my favorite gel liner, which is the Maybelline Eye Studio in black, and I'm just using that to line her waterline. And then because I wanted the lower lash line to be extra dramatic, I decided to put a little bit more of the Eye Studio gel liner directly underneath her waterline. So then when we go and smoke it out, it's going to be extra dark and smoky. Then grabbing Fudge on a Zoeva tapered brush. I'll leave all the brushes I used down below. And I'm just using that to smoke out the lower lash line. Then I'm going in with this like narrowy typed blending brush. I got it from eBay, so I'll leave the link down below. And I'm just using that with no product on it just to further blend.
This feeling's got me on fire. Don't ever leave it all behind. Can you feel the attraction? Feel the attraction. Can you feel it between us? This energy's inside us like electricity. Feel the love running through like electricity.
Then I'm taking Whimsical Foiled Eyeshadow by Makeup Geek and using that to highlight her inner corners. And then I decided to go ahead and intensify her Cupid's bow highlight and just popped a bit on her nose as well. Then for mascara, I'm just using the Benefit Roller Lash on one of my disposable mascara ones that I got from eBay. I use silicone-based ones as opposed to like the generic cheaper ones. I'll leave a link down below where I buy them from as well. Then for lashes, I'm using the Dodo lashes in the style D105 and just placing them on her eyelids just with the Duo Lash Glue. The eyelash band was actually really thick and it was really hard to apply, so don't know if I would 100% recommend these. I just thought I would give them a go because I got them sent to me. But yeah, I think that they look really nice and not too over the top for like mink lashes, if you know what I mean. And then I'm just coating the lower lashes just with the same mascara wand. Then for lip liner, I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics Nude Liner. I've gone through 2 of these. I'm like obsessed with it. I pretty much use it on everyone that wants a nude lip. It's amazing. I'll leave a link and discount code down below if you guys are interested. I wanted to do like an ombre lip, but it kind of failed and just looked all the same color. But I went around the corners with Velvet Teddy, and then in the middle I put Myth, both by MAC on. And then when I blended them together, it just looked like one color. So I was like, that was pointless, but oh well. And then over the top of that, I just put a clear gloss on. And I'm pretty sure the one that I used was the Rimmel Born This Way gloss. I'll leave everything listed down below anyways if I got it wrong. And then lastly, I'm just spritzing her face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, learned something new. Comment down below what makeup look you'd like to see next on my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Taking over your body.